Right. Um, Everyone, welcome to the Trance Q&A once more. First thing we're going to do is look to whoever wants to do the opening prayer. If we've got any volunteers, I'll unmute you, Kate. There you go.
Thank you. Can I ask everyone just to close their eyes, please, and sit in silence? Dear Lord, our Father, the Creator of all things, we look to you as the source of our being. Thank you for giving us the proof of enduring life and help us to make the best of our time here by striving to become more spiritual and become a servant in the spirit of love to all the creatures and men. Teach us how to love and guide each other along the path towards you and your love. Blessed are we, Lord, with you in our lives, and thank you. Amen.
Sister, what a beautiful prayer you have just spoken. The words had great meaning, but the word you spoke most of was of guidance. Guidance. You see each and every one, man, woman, and child, they are born with a guide that is connected to them, that will give them guidance within life, that will guide them forward into that of love, into that of understanding, to that of seeking. The word you spoke of, guidance, is important because you see, not all men within life understand that they have a guide, so they do not get the guidance they need, but they do turn to man, man that is wise, one that has much wisdom, because their guiders give them guidance, and this is then passed on to one that is seeking and searching and wanting to understand the purpose of life, but not only the purpose of life, but understand of eternal life. There is so much that man needs to find and needs to understand. And this is why we say guidance must be given to all within life, those that will accept and those who will not. Guidance is given freely to show you the way forward. How many times have you within your life has dismissed the guidance that has been given, dismissed the feelings that Spirit had placed in you to go in a different direction, and because you did not listen to that of the inspiration, of that of the guide within, and feel and sense the power of Spirit, you have walked a rugged road, you have fallen into a hole, sometimes too hard to get out of alone. So what do? You pray to God, asking for them to get you out of the darkness into the light, and the only they will do is by showing to you the way forward, by being inspired, by being inspired to feel that of the guidance that Spirit and the Father God is given to you. And once you are out of the dark, you are into the light. You see of the past. You look forward to the future. But with the inspiration that has been given, that of the guidance that has been given, you inspire others to follow you. That is important. You've heard the words spoken from Safina so many times. Ask, you will receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the doors will open. This is the inspiration from Spirit, giving you guidance to go forward. Now I will hand over to our sister Sophia that is waiting patiently to come forward to speak to each and every one of you. God bless you.
Hello, my friends. It is lovely to be here, able to come and speak to each and every one of you once again. You know, my friends, it is always an honor, it is always a privilege to come forward, to speak the words towards you. You ask of many questions, and when you ask of the questions, you get that of the receiving of the answer. And once you receive the answer, this gives you inspiration, and it also gives you guidance to go forward, to understand of eternal life and spirit and of life around you. There is so much for man to learn, but is man willing to learn? Is man willing to accept? We see the world as a whole, and we see many difficulties and many challenges that are placed within that of man and before man. Man has lost hope and needs to be found that hope within, find love and compassion within, and needs to understand if they listen to the guide that is guiding them, they will help so many when life is concerned. Now, my friends, I am waiting to hear of your questions. And really, let me tell you, I always look forward to listen to the words because there is so much within the question that you do not understand or feel. God bless you.
Good evening, sister.
Hello, my brother. It is lovely to hear your voice once again.
Thank you. May I ask for your permission to allow others to ask of their question?
God bless you, my brother. It is always a privilege to sit and use this vessel and come through his voice to bring the words. This is important, and without you, this could not take place. So I am honored and privileged that you are one that has listened to Spirit and you are guided with your guide. God bless you.
Bless you. I'm just going to go to you, Alison, and mute you. There you go.
Thank you, Kyle. Good evening, Sister Savannah.
Hello, my dear. It has been a while since you have come before me, but it is a privilege and an honor to sit and see you through the eyes of Spirit. What is your question, my dear?
It stems from earlier when I was with the vessel and we were talking about mediums and how the state of the mediumship these days. Is there anything that you can say that would be beneficial to my development? Anybody here that is trying to benefit their gift then and connect with Spirit,
is there anything that you can say that would be,
Yes,
good
my
for
dear. The most important thing I will say to you is this. First of all, anyone, including yourself, and the vessel will tell you the same, including him. You must first of all know yourself. Know yourself inside out. Many will say, I know me, I am me, I know everything about me, but you do not, because you do not express of the feelings the way that you feel within yourself. You do not speak within yourself of the anguish and the anger that comes. This is how you have to find yourself. And once you find yourself and you understand yourself, then you can turn to spirit and you can ask for that of your guide to reveal him or herself towards you, so that you are aware that when they come forward, you are sensing, you are feeling, you are understanding what is given. But then the most important thing of all, when you get to know yourself and you get to know of the guide that is working with you, learn to trust. It is important, my dear, to trust of your guide. Do not trust man, because man can take you down a rugged road with words that are not true, that do not come from the heart. But when you know you can trust of your guide, they come stronger. They connect even stronger with you. And I can tell you, my dear, when they do come strong, you are not in control. And because you are not in control, this is all the work that Spirit is doing through you to help men to go forward. You ask, why is it mediums work the way they do? It's because they do not know their guide. They do not understand of the feelings that are given. They do not trust. And because they do not trust, they put their own interpretation to the words that Spirit may bring towards them. But there are those who you have spoken of that work just through the thought wave. Some will work in the sense of what comes into sight. These are not connections with spirit in a true spirit way. They only connect with their own inner spirit, and that isn't the way to go forward. So much that man has to learn, my dear. But I leave you with these words, and that is, many are picked, but there are only few chosen. Why are many picked? It's because we are trying to find the ones that we can use, and those that we can choose to work with us. We will work harder, come stronger, and give them the knowledge that is important to share with man. You understand?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
God bless you, my dear.
Bless you too. This is second question, which is a really silly one. Why is the vessels? I always wondered why because I've seen you work, Savannah, and your eyes are open. So why does the vessel's eyes stay closed when we're on this format?
You are asking, why are the eyes closed while we do up the questions and answers? I will explain to you why, sister. The reason being is because Abraham is not close by to come to take the sight of the vessel. So the vessel's eyes is closed because he cannot see. And if his eyes was open, he would be looking at the screen, and that would not help one bit. So you see, with Abraham not being here, We have to work in a way slightly different because you see, as you see the eyes of the vessel closed, we are seeing a vision through his eyes that we are able to understand what you are speaking of. You understand?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Bless
That
you,
cleared
my
that up.
You see, my dear, nothing is too silly. You found the answer. You asked the question. It was given in truth towards you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bless you.
Thank you. Right. The next person on the list is Kate. I'm just going. Oh, you're already unmuted. Are you there, Kate?
I am. Good
Okay.
evening, Sister Stefania.
Hello, my dear. Lovely to hear your beautiful voice again.
And yours too.
Oh, my voice is just a voice. It is the vibrations within your voice, within that tone, that is so important, my dear. You do not understand that when you speak, as you bring the words forward, there's a vibration that floats and it brings uplifting and upliftment within. You understand?
My grandmother died in the pulpit preaching, and they said she also had a wonderful voice that captured people's attention. Perhaps it is an inheritance from her.
And that is a beautiful gift to have, my dear, a beautiful gift, because you see, if you have the gift of the grandmother, it shows as well that grandmother is working alongside you.
Yes, of course. Yes, that's wonderful.
God bless you, my dear.
Thank
What
you.
is your question, my dear?
My question is, at the moment, for a long while now, for a couple of years, in my life, I feel as if I'm just treading water, really. But I find I'm withdrawing more and more from life and becoming like a hermit. I do the things I have to do, but all I really want to do is read and learn and spend time by myself and in nature and think about the things that's happened in my life. And I value my time now being alone more and more. Is this just part of my spiritual journey?
It is not part of your spiritual journey, it's part of your life, my dear.
Right.
As a young woman within life, you are full of the energies, and you would bounce around just like a ball, and you would be all over the place, and you would have so much that you would have to do. Over the period of time, it takes toll. You are no longer the young woman full of the energies, because your energies you have used over the years. Now it is time for you to find peace within yourself, find peace for yourself, and grow and grow gracefully with edge. Yes, you want to be on your own in your silence. You want to be on your own with your memories. You want to be on your own in that of the peace and tranquility. That is not your spiritual journey, that is your journey of life. And this
Right.
happens to everyone as the days grow long within life itself. You understand?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
See, my
Yes, I
child,
do.
let me explain something to you. You spoke to the vessel before the Q&A was to take place, and you said how you loved the garden. Well, that is when you are at one with yourself, when you are at peace with nature, where you see the beauty of the grass and the flowers and the trees and the butterflies and the birds. Everything brings that peace of mind towards you. And that is why, my dear, I say to you, the energies of the youth has gone, but the peace of faith is working well for you as well.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
That is all right, my dear. What is your next question, please?
Well, it rolls on from there, really, because as I'm in nature and in my garden, I seem to get glimpses of other realities that if I slow down, I can go into them and other different worlds open up in front of my eyes. It's almost like as if I've taken a pill here to make me extremely happy. But I see lots of different worlds and it's absolutely amazing. But the trouble is, you don't want to leave it, you want to stay there.
My dear, that is again part of your aging process, because you see, you find yourself where that of your living thoughts take you into a different direction, and you are looking and thinking, where am I? What am I doing here? Look how beautiful it is. Look how tranquil it is. Look how people are connecting. And you feel as though you're no part of your life that you live. And it is a lovely warm feeling that you have within yourself. This is because you see, as you have grown within life, when you have seen of the darkness within, when you get to the age of light, that's when you look at that of the tranquility, of the love and the peace and the harmony, and where you want to be and whom you want to be with. You understand?
Yes, I'm so very lucky.
You are,
Very
my
lucky.
child. There are many within life that do not get the opportunity for spirit to show through their thought waves a different sight in front of their eyes, and their mind is connected to the vision that is placed before them. It is important because you see, I will explain to you also, my dear. You do not realize, but when this is taking part, it shows your brain is working. And because your brain is working, it shows that your brain is full. You understand?
Yes, yeah. Oh, yes.
My dear, let me explain to you in the simplest of ways. What you are doing is stopping you from going through that disease that they call Alzheimer's. You understand?
I understand
Because
now.
your brain is working constantly, and that is important, my child.
Yes, yes, I understand now. Yes. I do my brain training.
You see, your brain is good for something, my dear.
Thank you very much,
God bless you. It is lovely to hear you.
Thank you. Bless you.
The next person on the list is Marie. I'm just going to mute you now, Marie.
Thank you, Kyle. Good evening, Sister Savannah.
Hello, my dear. Lovely to see you here.
Thank you. Well, it's kind. I've thought of this on and off recently, and it came back to me this evening. I was thinking I might like to try inspirational writing. So I would like to. Well, I'm not quite sure how to go about it, but I would like to, get some words of wisdom from Spirit when I'm writing. I'm not sure how to do. Could you advise me, please?
I can give you great advice as regards that, my dear. Listen carefully to me. You say that you wish to be inspired to write inspirationally for Spirit. Let me tell you, my dear, first of all, do not think with your mind. Let your mind be at peace within itself. Put the pen and the paper in front of you. And then as you go into the peace within yourself, listen to the thoughts of the words that are being brought towards you. Go along with them within your thoughts. And as you do, not only will you have the words placed before you, but you will have that of the vision as well. So when you start to be inspired to write of what Spirit brings towards you, you are not just bringing words, you are bringing words that will explain of what you are seeing, what you are feeling. No, you cannot just sit and it comes automatically. You have to learn to come to terms within yourself to what is true and what is false. In other words, you must feel within yourself the inspiration to do the writing, to put the words upon the paper and let them flow, to follow on, not just to be a word, but to become a sentence. And then it expands, expires, and grows and becomes larger. So before you know where you are, my child, you are speaking through the thought waves to your body, to your mind, and then you are writing what Spirit have given towards you. Find peace within you. You understand?
Yes, thank you very much. That's lovely. Thank you.
My child, please, I wish to help you. I will call upon your guide to draw close to you when you are in the room of rest. That is where you are more inspired, while you are resting, because through the thought waves, things will come towards you that are from Spirit, not through your thought. You see many men within life say, I get inspired to write. Spirit tell me to put, but many of the words have no feeling because the words they have written has not come from Spirit. It has come from themselves. You understand?
Yes, yes, thank you. I do.
You're
Thank you.
welcome, my child. What is your other question, please?
Well, my other question is, I do have a lot of friends that are open-minded and believe in life after life and spiritual matters, but I also have some friends that think, they don't understand anything spiritual. Now, I don't want to persuade them or, say anything, but could I have some advice as to say a few words to let them think about it, to let them think, because it would be so lovely for them if they could realise there's life after life and there's more to life than on the earth plane, you see.
My child, let me explain something to you. You are very fortunate to have friends around you that say, I am interested in understanding, I am open-minded. But you will always, always have those that are the doubting Thomases. They are the ones that think you are nuts, you are going crazy, it doesn't exist. Well, let me tell you, my dear, all you have to do is to keep talking the way that you are, of your feelings, what you are sensing, what you are getting from it, what you are feeling within yourself. And if they say you're nuts, you're crazy, they'll soon find the answer for themselves. because their aging process will come upon them, and their time will come when they will say, how long have I got left within the body? Where am I going? That lady used to say there is a place to go. I wish I'd listened to her. I wish I understood where this place was. And that is what you have done by just being natural. Do not try to inspire those. Let them find it for themselves, but let them hear your words and never be offended by if they say to you, you're crazy, you're up, you're red, you're not. What you do not realize and they do not realize, they have absorbed they have absorbed the words and the energies that you have shared with them. You understand?
Yes, thank you. I didn't realise that. Thank you for
See,
explaining.
my child, let me explain something to you, and it will help you a little more. When you sit with your friends and they are talking in a natural way of life, you listen carefully to their words. Some words you cannot accept. Some inspiration of their feelings you cannot accept. But you cannot dismiss that you've heard them words, and those words are within you, and in time it comes back to you, and you say, yes, they was right. I understand that. You understand me, my child?
Yes, I do, thank you. Yes, certainly.
You see, my child, do not give up. Just be you. Speak of your spiritual journey and what you have in your belief. And they will not show to you they are taking notice, but they are. God bless you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You are welcome, my dear.
Hi, the next person on the list is Elaine. Just going to mute you, Elaine.
Okay. Hello, Sister Savannah.
Oh dear, that was very abrupt. Are you in a bad mood?
Well, possibly a little bit, but that's nothing to do with you or anybody here.
Well, my child, the reason I said that, you usually have that of a spring within your voice when you say, good evening, Savannah. But you went, good evening, Savannah.
I'm sorry.
I'm not allowing that, young lady. Now, I only jest with you, my dear. If you are upset in any way, shape, or form, I will ask of the healing angels to come and bring calm towards you so that you can feel peace of body and of mind. You understand?
Well, thank you, Savannah. That's lovely.
You are welcome, my child. What is your question, please?
So my question is, I'm seeing, or I think I'm seeing flashes of colour just very briefly. I don't know if it's my own thoughts. But there was a flash of red on a person. And then this hasn't all happened, this has been quite spaced out. And I thought I saw a flash of purple on a horse, and today I thought for an instant there was a flash of green. But I don't know if this is my own thoughts, and I just wanted to...
It's not your own thoughts. You've heard the word spoken many times. God works in mysterious ways. His wonders he does perform. You see, my child, your eyes are not fully open to see what Spirit wants for you to see. So what they do is for a very, very short second, like a flash of light, they bring a color towards you. Your eyes go in one direction, then into another. And you're saying, is this my mind? Is this what I'm seeing? Is this what I've got? This is all part of you, my child, because Spirit are showing to you through the inspiration of color that they can show a sign towards you that your eyes are willing to open, but your mind is not willing to let the eyes open to the sight of spirit. You understand?
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, thank you for that.
My child, let me explain something to you. You have the material life, and your material life takes much of your concentration, you understand? So when you find the time to find just that few seconds of peace within yourself, that is when spirit will give you a glimmer of what they want for you to see. As you said once before, this that does not come all at once, it comes in time. That is because it is taking the time for spirit to work with you. You understand?
I do, Safena. Yeah, and I probably do need to make more time, to be fair.
My child, please forgive me. I have to say these words towards you. You have a material life, and that material life you must live. And because you live your material life, spirit will bring you close to working with them when they feel that you are at peace within yourself. You understand?
I do. That makes sense. Thank you.
God bless you. What is your next question, my dear?
So my next question is, sometimes when a healer sends healing to somebody, are there times that we don't know about, for there'll be reasons behind it, that they can't receive that healing for any reason, or is that nonsense?
That is nonsense, my dear. Please forgive. I'm laughing at you at the same time. The reason it's nonsense, because you see, when you send out healing towards anyone within life, you cannot see the healing that you are sensing because it's an energy. And those that receive it cannot see it because it's an energy. And what is happening, my child? When you send out the healing thoughts to those in need, we would just say that you are sending healing to our sister Catherine. You send it, but you do not hear that she's receiving, so you doubt yourself. Your healing angels takes all the energies and places it where it is necessary. And though they do not feel it, they do grow with it. And it helps them to become stronger, because that is the way that spirit works. My child, I will explain to you. If you was to have your hand open and a raindrop fell upon the palm, and you placed your hand into a cup for a short period of time, you would feel that of the raindrop of the water, the wetness. But then it is taken from you, and you ask yourself, where did it go? I will tell you. Through your energies of your body, the moisture of the raindrop is drawn into the body itself, that mingles with that of the cells of the blood and helps the growth of the body within. So you see, my child, what you cannot see does not mean it is not a given. And for those that receive, do not always feel that you are doing God's bidding. You are serving of God and of Spirit. And while you continue to send up the thought waves of the healing to those in need, it shall be given. You understand?
I do, Safina. Thank you for that.
You are welcome, my child.
Thank you. All right, the next person on the list is Pauline. I'm just going to mute you now, Pauline.
Good evening.
Hello, my child. You are very, very naughty coming in late. Would you go and sit at the back of the classroom? My child, I only jest with you. You see, we understand that life has its journey, and not always can it be that you can be in the right place at the right time for being with others. You understand?
Yes, I do, yes.
My child, what is your question, please?
I was going to ask, as we are only a fragment of our soul here on earth, what parts of the other fragments of our soul doing in the spirit world?
Gaining knowledge, growing, feeling, sensing. There is so much that man has to understand. What you receive in this life, you have a journey to take. You have to work hard to understand of where you are going, why you are going, what is happening, you understand. But
Yeah.
in the realms of spirit, you too have to work. All the parts of you are at different levels, learning different things. I cannot tell you what it is they are learning simply because within your material life you would not understand what great knowledge there is ahead. And once you leave the body and you are in the realms of spirit, with what you have received within this life will help you to grow and understand in the new life, so that instead of seeing, I'm going to learn from more of spirit, but I will only be on this level. The more you learn within life, you go on to a higher level with greater knowledge, stronger than you will know within the mind of man, but in the mind of spirit. Everything comes together, you understand?
Yes, I do, yes.
My child, let me explain something to you so that you can understand a little more of what I am giving to you. How can a child at an infant school that is learning lessons within have the same understandings and knowledge of that of a professor that is in the colleges, you understand?
Yes, I do, very much so.
So you see, my child, as you gain within life, you gain greater knowledge in spirit. What is your other question, my dear?
Bless you for that. Yeah, I was also wondering, as there's no time in spirit, does that mean that everything's happening at the same time in the spirit realm?
Well, let me put it this way to you, my child. If there is no time, how can everything happen at the same time?
Well,
Because there is no time. Let me explain to you, my child. There is no time in spirit, because you see, man looks at time. They look at the clock. They see of a minute, an hour. They look at the time of day, weeks, months, and years. We in spirit, because there is no night, because there is no day, we are at peace. And what we are doing within our new lives, we do not look for time, we do not look for day, we do not look for night. All we look for is the joys of what is ahead of us and what we can gain, So the more that we gain within a period, we then go before the elders. They give us the test. And once we are tested on the knowledge that we have learned, then they will tell us where we have to go, to what sphere we have to be up at, to what level we will grow within. There is so much. You see, the life of spirit is not the life of man. Man does not realize, even though they see the tears, their heartaches, although they go through the pain, they do not realize they have a good life, because everything that is placed before them is part of the lesson of life. And if they gain from it, then there is much that they have grown. You understand?
Yes, I do, yes.
God
Yes.
bless you, my dear.
Bless you, thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have any more questions? Elaine, I'll just unmute you.
Hello again, Sister Safena.
That is better, my dear. Hello, that is beautiful. What is your question, my dear?
I was wondering if I could ask you advice on a situation surrounding a horse that I'm looking after at the moment.
Let me explain to you, my dear. First and foremost, I want to thank you. We in spirit want to thank you for what you do for all creatures within life. You are one. You do not understand. You are a healer. You are a healer for the creatures that cannot speak. You are a healer for those who cannot understand how to say to you, I'm in need. What you do, you give of your love. You give of your time. You give them words of inspiration because they listen to you. I know at this moment of time, you are going through a difficult time where you feel as though one is placing a burden upon your shoulder, and you're thinking, how can I get through? How can I cope with this burden? I do not want to let the creature down, but at the same time, I cannot be used by others when life is concerned. Listen to me, my child. Your heart is in the right place, but we in spirit understand what life is all about. You, my child, have got to learn something important. Do not speak in anger. Speak with compassion. But speak and say, listen, I need the help. I need something that will help me to continue to do what is necessary. And then if they say no towards you, you must become a little harder within yourself to say, I can do no more. This is not you that is failing, because you can only do what you can do as man within life. Others ought to take responsibilities of the burdens they have placed upon you. You understand, my dear?
I do, Safena. Thank you for that.
My child, there are times when I come close to you, I see the tears that others do not see. I feel the heartache that's within you. and I know that your mind becomes confused, but you always put the burden upon yourself, not to the direction where the burden is coming from. You understand?
Josephina, thank
I
you.
will give you strength. I will give you guidance. Learn, my child, to listen more to your feelings, but also learn to listen more to the brother that comes to give you help and words of wisdom. You understand?
Josephina, thank you so much for that.
God bless you, my child.
Bless you.
Does anyone have any more questions? Marie? Anyone else after Marie? Put your hands up on the camera. Pauline? Alison, do you have? No, so just Marie and Pauline then. Just going to mute you now, Marie. There you go.
Thank you. Hello again, Sister Savannah.
Hello, my child. What is your question, please?
Yes, well, thinking of a particular country that I've been to, and the first time I went to it many years ago, I felt particularly happy, comfortable, and very healthy. So I have thought, because that's never happened to me in any other places, so I thought maybe I had a previous lifetime in that country. Is that a possibility?
No, no, no. Please forgive. I know you was hoping I would say yes to that,
Yeah,
my child.
I was.
But let me explain to you why I say you have not. Because you see, you have one life, the life you are living at present. But your spirit may have in the times gone by visited such a beautiful place, and your spirit within you may have a connection of the past, but you yourself, the answer is truly and honestly no.
Right. Okay, thank you. It's just something that I've often wondered about. And I think over the years I convinced myself I was right.
My child, please listen to my words and I hope you will understand.
Yes.
Many men within life, they will say, I have been taken on a journey to my past life. How can they have been taken on the journey of their past life when you are living the life that you are living at present? You live but once of the body, but it is your spirit. Your spirit have made many journeys over the periods of your times, you understand. So
Yeah.
when they say you have been into this world and that world, you have not, but your spirit has. And no one talks about your inner spirit. They say you have, and you are man that is living, you understand?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
see, my child, although you say, I'm a little disappointed, I was hoping that was.
Yeah.
That is only because your body, your mind was told that that was what it was. Yet they have given you false words. And they said, we have been taken on a journey with your inner spirit that has shown to us that of a vision of a past life of spirit. That would be a different thing altogether, my dear. But no one mentions of your spirit within. They say your body. You understand?
Yes. Yes. I understand the difference. Thank you.
God bless you, my child.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next person on the list is Pauline. Just muting you now.
Hello again.
Hello, my child. Lovely to hear your beautiful voice as always.
Bless you. Am I allowed to ask? Because this week I've been told I've got to have another operation on my arm. So am I allowed to ask if this will be, properly done this time?
My child, I will explain something to you. Listen very carefully.
Mm.
There will be but a minor operation. It will be a keyhole operation. It will be one that will set things properly together so that it will knit as though you have just knitted the jumper, you understand. It will come together. It will ease up the pain and it will give you movement once again. I will tell towards you the month of November is very important that links in this direction, you understand?
No, I'm not quite sure because what you're saying doesn't
My child,
it's not the same as what they've told me. I've got to have a lot done to my arm.
I will tell you, my dear, they may say they do a lot, but I will tell you it will be keyhole. I do not say it to be over in minutes. I say it will be keyhole, so it will not be taking open of the body. Watch as I have given to you, my dear, because I am not allowed to give falseness towards you. You
Oh,
understand?
oh yes, yeah. I wouldn't, think that of you at all. No, it's just that they've told me they've got to take the plate out, put a larger one in, possibly another one as well.
Yes,
And
my child, that does not mean to say that they have got to cut you wide open. They have ways to place them through into the body when necessary with your new modern way of computers and things such as you understand.
oh right, okay, yeah. Because
What? And
I'm just a bit anxious, again because it's been such a long time.
my
And
child, let me explain to you. I understand your anguish. I understand your concerns. I understand of your worry. But you see, when you asked the question, automatically the words you spoke, those words was taken to the elders, and the elders relayed through the self of mind to give to you the words. They know more, they see more, they hear and understand greater things that we have not let you Kosoya, that you and I have not yet learned. You understand?
yes, yes,
Seek you will find. When this comes to be, you will understand the truth that's being given. I love you as I say those words, my dear, and I wish you well within that of the journey to make you back to your fullness. What is your next question, my dear?
so no, I'll leave it at that tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's everyone now. If you would like to give your closing philosophy, sister, and return the vessel.
God bless you, my brother. And God bless all of you that have come within the beautiful group once again. You see, my child, each and every one of you, you seek, you seek. And when you seek, you find that you are asking questions that you would not normally ask. So when you ask of them, and spirit return with the words of knowledge that has to be shared. There will always be a question of doubt, or maybe a test. They did not understand what was given. But this is all part of learning. This is all part of progressing. You see, we in spirit, we only come to those that wish to find the truth, to share the knowledge, to bring them the guidance, to uplift them, to help them to see. Now I will bring back that of the vessel, as I say, bye to you all for now. God bless you as I come and I bring the words of love from Spirit to each and every one of you. The energies have been very powerful this eventide, and I know that each and every one of you have reached out to Spirit. Your hearts are full, your eyes are open, and as you're sitting together within this peace, your brains are working. Your brains are working because within your thoughts, you're listening to the words that Spirit has brought for you, and they will repeat themselves until you get the final answer from within yourself. So I say God bless to each and every one of you. God bless you.